good. I don't know how to put it. In thought today. Kind of mixing what I did yesterday with like triplet stickings with flams and shifting it around. to go from, I guess, like just the alternating flam triplet to that, like the Herta thing with a flam in the front. So like da, 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 but put a flam. So it's really but with the flam on the front, it'd be on the right. It's so out of place, but it works. For me. So like setting it up, a flam right hand triplet, right, and then the Herta with the flam. Play that a lot. I like that. I'm just trying to figure out what I play, and really break it down so I understand it better. Cheers. Good morning. I'm in a very fun mood today. Just experimenting. No papers. Just scrambled eggs for breakfast. Oh my gosh, Tony, what's up? Oh my gosh, I gotta make this higher. Just what's up? What have I found here? A bunch of nerd stuff. How's it going? Just practicing, just like sticking ideas today with like Hertas and flams and triplets and all that. But cheers. I'm on Twitch and then I'm on YouTube. I set up YouTube again yesterday, so it's like the second day of it. But Rec, what's up? How are you doing? That Jay-Z thing makes me want to do that. I appreciate you hanging out though. What kit is that? So this is a, oh my gosh, I'm so like thinking, Gretsch Broadcaster. So it's like the old school. It's a 3-ply shell with like the chip wood killer stick choppers, the hoops. In a 12, 14, 18. So, and then the snare is the bell brass, the Gretsch bell brass. So it's really heavy, but really pretty. And I might try a wood snare after this, but beautiful drum. I mean, it's heavy. And it doesn't have, I don't know, when you tune a bell brass up really high, it's literally like a bell, and like the low end kind of goes away from it. With these heads, I have ambassadors on it, and it's just cranked to high heaven. So I mean, there's a chunk to it. It's there. There's a low end to it, but I really gotta phase. Right? Does it sound weird? I didn't do anything, dude. The snare sounds out of phase, right? A little bit. The only thing I could think of was I did maybe the kick drum, right? Or maybe room mics. I'd have to look. I'd have to open up the Logic session. But I feel like my snare I'm not getting that low end chunk that I hear in the room. It sounds really nice, but it's probably just a mic placement here. But I think I did hit a phase on the kick drum when we were mixing last week. You're like, I just ruined Dan's day. Right? We second guess everything. To me, if I was, maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to a concert tonight, so my ears are probably going to be buns in the morning. But I might bring the tom mics a little closer to get more warmth, because I feel like that's lacking maybe just a little bit. And I know we're cranking a lot of high end in the overheads, so that could be causing some phase issues with the snare drum. Like I might need to hook an EQ up and just like beef up the low end of this mic just a little bit to counter it, but we'll see. A free plugin. What, like a phase check plugin? I got the Waves. Oh man, I don't even know. I want to say Freak Phase, but I don't think that's what it is. But I would love to I think it's an auto align plugin. I tried a long time ago. But I would love to check out whatever you suggest. I trust you immensely. Do you ever do those? Hold on. I thought about getting one of these because of phase issues between like patch bays and just like wires, and there's so many wires, and microphones sometimes are different phases. Did you ever experiment rec with one of these? This is a good time to ask you this. Not Amazon, I want Reverb. Best app ever. Hold on, favorites. I've heard so many of my friends have been like, you gotta just get this. They're really good. But I'm not like a pro studio to where I have like clients in here all the time, you know? Auto align too. Yeah, like I'm not doing that sort of thing. I guess if you're doing like a lot of crazy stuff really quickly. Oh man, did I not follow it anymore? Maybe I stopped watching it on, it's basically like, it's like a little chirp box. You put one by the microphone and the other in the studio, and it sends a signal, kind of like what do you call it? Like the room correction stuff, and it checks how the signal goes through the path and how in phase it is with your speakers. They're like, I forget what they're called. That sucks. That's going to bother me now. Because I was watching it on Reverb, and then I'm like, I'm not going to get it. And I think I stopped watching it. But it's like a little box you put here, and you chirp it through the microphone. It goes like beep, and it sends the beep through. And then you could tell if it's in or out of phase by the time it gets to you, like through all the patch bay and everything that you have it going through. Because sometimes like our phase is just like completely weird, but I don't know. And some microphones are like reversed phase, but I would love to check that plugin out. Does it check like, I'll look at it. Does it do, I should ask, like, does it do like a bus? Does it just detect phase, or do you have to do it like 2 at a time? Canford phase check system, maybe. No, I think that's pretty expensive, isn't it? This one isn't. It's like 2 little black boxes, and you have it. You put one like wherever the microphone is. $400. Oh, maybe. Does it beep? I'll look it up. I feel like I've heard of that before. Man, why did I unfollow that? Boop. It's not on Reverb. Canford, yeah. Canford Audio. I'm getting nothing. What cymbals do you have? You got Pearl, Joey. Hi. You got Pearl, like the stock Pearl ones that come with it. Yeah, you need to ask Santa for some new cymbals. This is Istanbul Agop 30th anniversary 20-inch. This is a Zildjian K-Con Light 20-inch, and this is what do you call it? Istanbul Agop 15-inch 30th anniversary. But yeah, the stock cymbals, you probably destroyed them, right? They all bend up. So mine. It's Saturday. I stayed up late last night because I'm going to a concert and I'm going to be up late tonight. So I'm like, I'm going to train my body to stay up late. in one night, and I'm just tired now. I'm out of it. But Austin, have a good one. Gonna go local Lego convention. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Have fun. Speaking of bank accounts, right? Don't spend all your money, or spend it. Why not? You can't take it with you. My bank hates that app too. Our internet's just being weird lately. Sorry about that if it's like glitching out on your ends. What do you call it? Rec, I've been good. There's so many things on Reverb right now that I'm like, "Urgh." But I don't need it, you know? It's like, whatever. My gear acquisition syndrome is super, like, I've got what I need to do anything really that I want to do. So I just got to remember that. What are the best affordable drum cymbals? South Africa. Oh, nice. Pistes are really good. The problem is, like, when the cymbals are really thin, right? The cymbals that you get with a drum set sometimes are like from the factory. They're just like sheet metal and they just stamp them. You want cymbals that are of a more stronger alloy. So yeah, like anything, look for like B8 if you're looking for affordability. B8 cymbals. So that's B8 bronze. So like Zildjian has a B8 line. Paiste has some really good B8 cymbals. Sabian. These are B20. So it's more expensive, right? There's like silver in there. There's all these different, it's a higher grade bronze. So you just type in like B8 cymbals wherever you're shopping, or go to your local store, and they're super affordable and they'll last a lot longer than the ones that come with most drum sets. Those are like B1 or something. Like you hit them, if you hit them hard, they just bend, right? Because the bronze is, I don't even think they're bronze. They're like sheet metal. So you want a really good introductory cymbal is B8. So any company has it, or every company has a B8 cymbal. I think except like Istanbul, they don't. Maybe they do, but I'm not aware. But Zildjian B8 cymbals are like ZXTs, I think, or something. Sabian has like their B8 line. I think they're just called B8. But B and then 8, the number. That's what you want to look for. Very affordable. But South Africa, that's awesome. That's so cool. We watched I've got 3 boys. They watched Dude Perfect, those YouTube dudes, and they were in South Africa and they did like parasailing, all kinds of really cool stuff. Beautiful country, absolutely gorgeous. You watched a video on Warm Audio. Oh, don't do that, Rec. Don't do that. 44, the big old ribbon. I mean, I had the Stager. I kind of regret getting rid of it, but also I don't, because it was such my space for drums for those like super large ribbons. It's like low end overload. Like it's 50 hertz in my room is just insane. So I don't know. Did I show you, Rec, when we were mixing? Did I show you my room correction stuff from the Arc thing? My 50 hertz is like, it's a mountain. My tummy. So I feel like when I use the R88 or like the large ribbons, it's just massive and it just picks up everything like crazy. So I think I need smaller ribbons for this space, but those big ribbon microphones are stunning. Stunning, absolutely. Kevin, how are you doing? If I have any plans to come, I would love to come. That would be awesome, Jose. That would be super cool. No plans currently. I have a passport, but I got to get it renewed. It's like, you know, like here in the States, we have the Real ID thing, and I got to do that. And I got to renew my passport. It's just, that's like adult things I don't want to do. I don't plan on flying anywhere, so I'm like, ugh. But the day that you need to fly, that's when I'll need it. So I need to do that before it gets crazy. But nice. Durban. We just watched the Grand Tour episode. They were in, they were going to Dakar. That's not by you, but that's like northern Africa, right? Desert. It was super deserty. I do not want to go there. Renew it before Civil War II. Oh, man. Well, our local DMV is only open like 4 hours on like a Friday. I live in a super small town, so it's pretty funny. Internet, get good. Come on. It's just doing the dippy thing again. It does it from time to time, and then the company will fix it, but we'll be all right. We'll survive. Yeah, we're on YouTube and Twitch. Fired that back up, right? No reason not to in the age of all the different things. Rec, what are you constructing today? Are you working on the studio or are you just chilling? Kevin, what are you doing? Isn't it hot and gross, Kevin, in our state? It's awful. It's better than it was, but it's awful. Our grass is all dead. But hopefully it killed all the bugs. That's what I'm hoping for. All right. How long have I been streaming? An hour. Okay. I'm going to be up late tonight. So after stream, I'm going to take a little nap. And then we're going up to New York today. We're going up into the Finger Lakes. Moving files all day. I got a wisdom tooth kicking my ass. But, do you have all your wisdom teeth? I only had 2. I got them removed, but I only had wisdom teeth down here. It's weird. I was missing 2. I'm actually a vampire. You probably can't tell. But I'm missing my lateral incisors up here. I go from 2 front teeth to canines. So I kind of look like a vampire. This is the last one left. Oh, man. Yeah, you gotta, because they can shove all your other teeth around and wreak some havoc in there. Man, our internet. It's not bad, but it just goes reep, reep. I wonder if it's bad on YouTube. Let me know, Kevin. Sitting around in air conditioning, relaxing, and taking a weekend off. Nice. A sweet pink bop kit yesterday. 10/14/20. 10/14/20. That's really cool. Oh, man. That's good to hear, dude. I was thinking of Sam. There was, a bunch of Penelec trucks parked on my folks' road. There was 10 of them, and they were all just sitting there. The middle of the day, not moving. I'm they're all on their phones. All the trucks are running. They're watching videos, just bored, waiting for something. Starlink is insanely cool. It's really good. My folks have it. I put it up there. My sister's house, I put it there. I kind of want to get it just for streaming, just because of this. It's pathetic. We have a cable line, but it's so unreliable. My folks, where I grew up, it's a phone line. There's no cable. They couldn't even get cable internet, so they were still on DSL. So for less money, I just speed checked my dad's the other day. It was 350 down and 42 up or something like that. It's insane. And it's crazy. I'm on cable here. I have 2 gig down, but only 40 up. It makes 40 gig or 2 gig down, 40 megabyte up. Is that right? 40 gig up, 2 tera, what? I don't know. It's insane download, but the cable lines around here, they don't release the upload speed, so you're kind of stuck. It's not like fiber where they do like 2 up, 2 down. So it's so stupid. Yeah, I'm just one last rant. Okay, you're good. Okay, awesome, Kevin. Awesome. So thank you, by the way. My friend lives even more remotely than where my parents live, up in northern Pennsylvania. Like, he's out there. They just got fiber. I don't know what is happening. And I'm like, wait, you got fiber? And I'm kind of in a town, like, where there's people and stores. He's in the middle of nowhere. He just got fiber, like, last week or 2 weeks. I'm like, what the heck? I'm in like a residential place. We still don't have any. Fiber's right down there, but they won't bring it up to our place. It's infuriating. That's why I haven't quite done the Starlink thing yet, but my parents only had one outage. It was like a week or 2 ago. All Starlink went down. And my dad like called and he's like, hey, because my dad doesn't have a smartphone. So I control his stuff from my phone. He's like, hey, check on your phone there. It's not working. He was not happy. You don't have fiber in Altoona? It's nuts. They're doing like the rural areas, which is great. They totally deserve it. But like, fiber is super expensive to run. And they're getting fiber before they got cable, where it makes no sense. Like, they're hooking up like 5 houses in like 10 miles where they could do a whole town with fiber and probably, make infrastructure better, all kinds of stuff. It makes no sense, Kevin. Everyone should, at this point in time, everyone should have fiber internet. It's just nuts. It makes no sense. So yes, that's awesome though, Rec. Starlink, it's insanely, it works. You wouldn't think it would, but it works. My parents have had it now for like a year. Worked all winter in snow, rain, cloudy days. Like, it'll go out for like a second here or there to like a line or whatever, but you don't even notice it because it buffers if you're watching movies and stuff. So it's great for just like a normal household. So I'm half tempted just to put it in, just to have something that's 2 systems that are reliable, but plus you could take it different places and when you're traveling. It's pretty cool. So, rant over. Cable internet sucks. But if Starlink keeps going the way they're going, hopefully, like, the speeds will just get better and better, and I don't know, I feel like that's the future. Like, everything that's like wired, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. So I think in 20 years we're just gonna be just all satellite stuff. Personally, it's the way to go. It's the future. It really is. All the phones are gonna be satellite, like the T-Mobile thing. That's pretty cool. I know some people that use that now with the texting out in the middle of nowhere. It's great for around here. Yeah. Who knows though? All right. I played for an hour of just like thinking. Did you ever do that? Like, practice something and you think the whole time. You're trying to be aware of everything. It's mentally exhausting. Now I don't want to do anything. I'm kind of like, my brain is just done for the day. The older I get. Are you on like an antibiotic or anything, Rec, for your tooth, or is it just like throbby pain? The benefit of getting your wisdom teeth out is you get some good drugs. You know what I'm saying? They give you like the oxys and all the good stuff. You could just be like, what? What teeth? There's a period where I blew out my back it was just after I got married, probably like 2010. and it was really bad. Like there's still parts of my leg and foot that are numb from it. Like just L5S1 just crushed nerves and stuff. Like for probably a year and a half, I couldn't walk right. I just looked weird when I walked because I just couldn't feel anything. But during that time, I met with neurologists and stuff, and they were all, like, you're young, you'll heal. We're not going to do surgery. But they were like, it hurt really bad. Not in my back, but like my leg was on fire. It was numb, but like on fire. It's a really hard thing to describe. And they loaded me up on Oxy. And I wasn't addicted to it, but it was hard to come off it because you're just like, it got to the point where it wasn't working, not working, but I didn't notice it anymore. So that's when you got to get off that stuff, But for a while there, I'd take it and just lay on the bed and like, oh man, this is nice. But oxycodone, crazy ibuprofen pills, all that stuff. Yeah. But you get to have a lot of ice cream. That's a pro too. Makes me wonder, like, if I did have an issue right now, if I took like oxycodone or something, if I would still have that tolerance, or it would actually work again. Because like alcohol, there was a point where I could drink a lot and not be affected. Now if I have like a drink, I'm like, oh man, we're getting old. I don't drink a lot. I don't even know the last time I had a drink. But my tolerance is super low. Which is good if you want to save money. Right? If you're going out, just need one drink. All right. So I was trying to figure out things that I play all the time, but what was I actually playing? It's hard to explain. I do that a lot. I just play stuff. And it's a problem that I think a lot of musicians have. We just kind of noodle. We don't really know what we're doing. We're doing something that works. Makes people like not think about how bad it might be, but where they're like, yeah, he's doing some things. But I really want to be mindful of everything that I play. 14 years ago, nice. Yeah, that's awesome. We have whiskey and stuff here. I like scotch, but I just know now when I drink it, I feel like crap, I don't sleep good. I get just like, ugh. Not like hungover, but I just don't like it. I don't like the sensation anymore. When you're young, you burn it off in like 5 minutes, But now I'm like, there's no, I don't know. I see older people or folks my age still drinking a lot. I'm like, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my gosh, I would be super dead. You get hungover if you stand up quick. Yeah, that's what the hot weather makes me feel like. I was telling my wife, like, I get headaches when it's like really muggy, and it's like that feeling of like being like kind of hungover. I hate the heat and mugginess. That's what it feels like to me. Time signature and just explore for like 15 minutes. Turn off the old brain and just feel it. Yeah. Well, I've been doing, Kevin, so triplets, right? But flams, moving the flams around, just a normal triplet. Flam, flam, flam. Flam, flam. Then on the last one, and then yesterday we did like hertas, but like putting flams and paradiddle versions of that. So I always play this. It's a herta, double the two with the left, right? But I put a flam on the front. Because on the ride, I love that. But if I mix it with a flam triplet, right? It's like doing the triple. Oh, Sapper, no. No. Hey, that's Twitch for you. I'll be honest. It's hard for me to watch ads. If you're around after all those ads, thank you. Let me know. Let me know if you survive that. Twitch ads suck too. They're the dumbest ads. So you're around. Okay, Sapper, hi. I'm so sorry about that. They're brutal. What did you get? Like Doritos and like shaving commercials? Limb Independence is good. I've grown a lot in that the past couple years. Like there's still a lot to do, but compared to where I was, I play things sometimes on command that I couldn't do before, and that's kind of cool. Just trying to see how streaming is going for you. Streaming, well, I don't stream a lot anymore. It's going great. I love it still. It's really good, but I just like life. Life's crazy. So I'm trying to get back into it more, but I'm also trying to be around for family and kids because they're getting old, and they're turning into like young adults. So I want to be around for that. But I'm enjoying my time when I get to stream, practicing and all that. But it's good to see you. Sorry again about the ads. Twitch, the whole model needs to change. I don't know to what, but ads don't work anymore. And they just, instead of like having one really good ad that might show you something that you're interested in, they just throw all this crap at you all the time. It's so weird. Like seriously, does anyone care about the ads? Or they watch an ad and all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I want that. No one, like, when's the last time you actually clicked on an ad and bought something? Rec, it's really good to see you. Good luck with the tooth. For real. I'm practicing. Sapper, I don't really do requests anymore, but just working on some ideas. So practicing, chatting and practicing. I'm going to the Finger Lakes tonight to see Esperanza Spalding. Very excited about that. So I'm going to stream a little bit, practice, take a nap because I'm going to be up super late. And then, it's going to be a chill weekend. First, go out of my way to not. Exactly. I'm the same way. Like, oh man. Even in like YouTube videos, I get it. People need to like live and make money and stuff. But when I'm watching like let's say a drum video or photography video or motorcycle video or something, and then they're like, oh, I use this to make my dinner and you need to have a good dinner. And it's just like, what? They do this dumb ad that is super unrelevant to anything that I'm watching. I'm like, oh, I hate that so much. I get it. But I always skip through those. I'm like, yep, nope. Companies that I'm thinking, my mindset is if you have to advertise in like like a mixing video or like how to like do a custom exhaust on your cafe racer, your company probably sucks. That's my thought process. Take that money you're using for marketing and just invest it in your company. It'll probably improve your product and all that stuff. Right? Isaac, how you doing? Cross sticking on snare, any tips? Experiment, yeah. The biggest thing is confident. Like when you put your hand down, you know, don't just like you hear it ring like that all crazy. Make sure the back of your hand is on there really well. I like to, you don't have to, but cupping your fingers together like Kermit the Frog, you create like a resonating chamber like a guitar. Excuse me. So you send some low frequencies back into the drum. That helps. If you do just, you get a thinner sound if you spread your fingers open, right? And I'm keeping it the same spot, but where the butt of your stick is, the back part, that's going to determine your sound, right? And how well you got to be forceful with it. So good placement with the back of your palm of your hand. Keep fingers together, and then keep the butt of the stick down. And where you hit, you'll get different sounds. So as you get closer, it sounds just weird, right? You go all the way back, you're not resonating at all. Right? It's a good question, but doing that, you want even a thicker sound, flip the stick around. Find that good spot. I feel like this is a thicker but deader sound because you got to get more closer to the edge. Right? Hope that helps. That's like it in a rundown. Just cupping. Like where your thumb is too. People don't talk about that, but if you move your thumb around, pivot, so you get more vibration stoppage the more you move your thumb up. Think about it. It's all physics. What I feel about crashing on rides, all about it. Do what you want. Yeah. Just because it's a ride doesn't mean you can't crash it. Or ride your crashes. You know? So, Swishy, what's up? How you doing? Can you seesaw one stick on the snare while retaining its position on the snare with another stick to keep it moving? Oh, like the hi-hat thing? I could at one point. I forgot. I haven't done that in a while. On the snare though? Kind of. I don't know. What's that mean? Are you talking about that? The one-handed roll thing? Practice that, but it's basically you're hitting the rim, right? And as you pull back up, the stick hits. So you're applying like up pressure with your middle finger or your fingers, Really just your middle. And then if you do it over here, it doesn't really work. So you got to find that sweet spot on the stick and rim to where you just push down and then back up. You'll feel it. It's this weird spot. It's like the one-handed roll, they call it. I don't do it, but Johnny Rabb used to do it all the time. He's drumming for Collective Soul right now, but I remember like old Roland videos. Johnny Rabb used to have like the Britney Spears mic, and he'd just be like, he was like a big, what do you call it, proponent of that. Lot stream, yeah, lots to do. It's good to see you. Gravity Blast, is that what it is? Gravity Blast, one-handed roll. Yeah, Gravity Blast. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really my thing, but it's like the push-pull thing, right? That I always thought that was the Gravity Blast, Kevin. Like the push-pull. But it's a similar thing. Down and up, right? But you're not really, you're letting the stick do, or the rim. Do the work. You gotta find the spot on the stick where you don't hear the rim hit. Hear those pops? Something I never got into. The blasty beats, blasto beats. Let's see. I was gonna bring out the wood snare. Let's try something different. Not a super snare. Push pull. David Diepold. Absolute monster. His favorite. Who does he play for? Or I'm assuming like a metal crazy dude. The name sounds. I'm probably butchering his name. Let's try this one. I think this tune's the same. I'm gonna have to lower this one though. It's a little higher. Where's my? I feel like this drum is like a half an inch taller. Definitely got a lower pitch to it. Choked. Kind of want that though today. Let's see. Seems a little lower. Gotta go up just a little bit. so different than the other one. German metal drummer. Nice, Kevin. Let me take these off. Bottom. Let me try something. I feel like this drum needs to be dealt with on this side. Oh yeah. Why did I loosen it? Ba, 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 ba. This should be ringy. Now the top's like a lot tighter. A lot more responsive. Whew, we're way high now. There we go. Definitely softer. Snares are more like. Let's get back to triplets, triple-E's. I cleaned my in-ears. Clean your in-ears. Get all that wax out. They're so much better. It's crazy. right, so I'm gonna experiment with flam triplets. And then heritage. To see where it goes. So interesting. This is a deeper drum. Even though it's wood, it's louder than the brass one. It's strange. Like that low end just pumps the compressor more, I think. Yeah, it's definitely pushing the compressor more. Watson, what's up? Definitely in my hut, 100%. I hope you're doing good. I don't like this right now. It's a great drum. I don't like how it's reacting to how I've been practicing on that one. I'm gonna bring the other one back. I'm having like, I don't want to play this one right now. No specific reason other than it doesn't feel right. I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. I'm trying to play quiet. Like, I'm trying to purposefully play quiet. If I get out of hand, I'm trying to correct myself. Let's bring this one back. Bring it back up a little bit. All right. This just reacts a little better to the way I want, right? Especially with the overtones, really quietly. No overtones. Overtones. About drum mics, you recommend upgrading the mixer first. We did that, and it sounds so much better. Oh, let's go. Well, sorry, my internet is being weird today, so if I'm cutting in and out, I apologize. That's awesome. What mixer did you end up getting? And as far as kick drum, sounds like butt. I'm sure you're doing like one kick drum mic. I think you're using a D112, right? Or did you have like crappy, just like, you might have had just like a standard, like maybe you had a Shure mic system. The PGMs, those are good. They're not bad. Even some of the bad mics, sound pretty decent. But when it comes to a bad kick drum sound, I'm sure you're using a hole in the kick drum, but like the rule for kick drum is the more in you go, Soundcraft, nice. Man, our internet is like so weird. It's saying that I'm sending out good signal, but something's unstable. So someone could be lagging out somewhere. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying the Twitch like beta thing too. I wonder if that does anything. Like the 2K beta, whatever. But essentially, the more you go in, the less boominess you're going to get, and more clickiness you're going to get. Total for the whole set. So there. All right. So follow these rules. The kick drum, if you're going in, the less subby, the more attack. The further out you go, less attack, more low end. And you might need, if you need like a more punchy kick drum, get rid of on the Soundcraft, get rid of like mid frequencies on a kick drum. So if there's like a little EQ or like a high, medium, low, like EQ, try to get rid of mids and boost lows and highs. Or if there's no mid, just try to boost highs and lows if you can, or I don't know. But usually what makes a bass drum sound bad is those mid frequencies that muddy it up. And they overshadow like the low end that's good, the big like doosh sound, and then that doosh, that like that's from the high end, the attack, right? The pedal or the beater hitting. So I would just move it in and out and get rid of mids if you can. Yeah, just scoop out all the mids if you can. Start there. Because that'll let you hear what you want to hear, the low end and the high end of the kick drum, and then do mic placement. And if you point it right at the beater, you're going to get more click. If you point it more towards the shell, you're going to get like more low end muffly. So it all depends on the sound you want. Mic placement, and then mids get them out of there. Don't boost anything until you get rid of the mids, and then move it around mic placement wise. Try to get it as beefy as you can, and then you can boost a little bit. But if you're trying to boost frequencies that aren't there, you're just going to boost the wrong frequencies. So yeah, scoop out the mids, move the mic around, solo it. Like just have that going through your mixer, and then just really listen for what the microphone's picking up, and if it's punching, like if you can feel it, right, through speakers. That's what you want to capture. Translate that head like punch. If your kick drums, that's the other thing. Make sure it's in tune. Like if you go up in front of your kick drum and you beat the crap out of it, and you don't notice like a pulse in your chest or like air moving, that means your front head's probably way too tight and it's not subbing. You got to push those frequencies. So low end, with kick drums, you could tighten the heads, but if they're not moving and moving those frequencies that you're trying to get, like that subby punch, that's like 50 hertz. So if the heads are too tight, or a pillow or something inside is killing that, right? That think of it like an air cannon. Poof. If it's not able to move air, the microphones that's what microphones pick up is air. How the air moves, how the sound moves through the air, and then it reacts with the diaphragm in the microphone. So if your kick drum's not moving air, it's just picking up like weird, like ting 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 stuff. So make sure your kick drum's breathing. It's if you're in front of it and you notice your legs are vibrating, your chest is pumping, that's what you want. So even put your hand in the kick drum, have someone else play it, and just notice where that pulse hits your hand. I know it sounds crazy, but your hand can become a diaphragm, right? Just like a microphone. Like you'll feel it. Just put your hand in front of your kick drum and you'll move it back like 10 inches. You'll go, oh my gosh, right here. It's like, you can feel it. Sometimes you move up close, you're at the beginning of that waveform. That sound, 50 hertz is big. So if you're at the wrong part of that wave, you're not getting the peak of it. You're just getting this like weird, like essence of it. So I hope that helps. Yeah, Kevin. But it's the same principle. A sound guy will hate you if they don't know what to do with that situation. That's on them. That's not you. That's just what do you call it? I don't want to say lazy, but a lot of they just get used to everyone doing it. So when someone shows up, with an upright bass and says, "Oh, you got to mic my bass," they're like, "Wait, what? Crap." Talking to the drummer now? Yeah. That's what I would do. It's just take a little time, just really solo everything, like just mute every other channel and just really listen to what that microphone's doing. And again, low frequencies, floor toms, kick drums, like you can feel where that microphone's going to be the best. It's not like you can't put your head down there and be like, huh? I mean, you could, but it's not good. But just use your hand. Like you'll feel that air moving. So, yeah. And sometimes that's why you see drummers using 2 microphones, because I'll be honest, if it's tuned right and the kick drum's just like working really good, you'll need just one like good dynamic mic will do it. Sometimes though, if you have the channels, putting a dynamic mic up right closer to get the attack, and then have a microphone like towards the outside of the kick drum or even in front of the kick drum to capture like the sub, just filter out all the high end information and just use that boom, boom from the head and then mix them with the attack. So like 2 microphones, that'll, if you got like a spare 57 lying around or a spare crappy mic, put that in to get the attack and use your kick drum mic on the outside to get that sub, and then just filter out the low end of the close mic So you're getting just the attack, and then filter out the high end of the outside mic, and then blend them to taste. And that is a really cool way to get a good sound too. Make sure they're in phase, you know. A second mic, yeah, because some like in a perfect world, if again everything's tuned right and you got a good mic and good preamp and you can EQ it, one mic's fine. But if there's a sound you're really going for, like a really attacky kick drum and a really subby punch from it, that's a 2 mic thing for sure. Can't have best of both worlds with one microphone. It's either or middle of the ground. And that, like I said, that middle ground, you can find it, it'll work, but you got to work a lot harder for it. But really good question. I mean, it's something that you don't realize how annoying it is to get the sound you want until you go to do it. You're like, why isn't this working? But yeah, and like, how do I put this? The stuff inside the kick drum, but also where the hole is another big factor. Because when you put a hole in the kick drum, you're messing with how the front head moves air, right? If the hole is like too close to the middle of the drum, all that air just kind of goes out and the head doesn't really move. That might be the sound that you want. A lot of like 70s old school, like just really quick attack, no sustain drums were like that. But if you want a real subby kick drum, you want your hole to be more closer to the edge. Not like right on the edge, but you know, my stomach. I don't know if that's my stomach or my kids are upstairs playing the piano. I hear sounds. Kids are making like driving sounds. But yeah, like 2 inches from the edge. That's usually my thing. And then have it like up towards the middle of the drum, not at the bottom, because that's probably where your pillow is or blanket. Have it up where a mic can get in there right in line with your foot, with the beater. And you'll see drummers use like those sub kicks, like I think it's a Solomon or Yamaha makes one. Those are purposefully, it's just a speaker, but it doesn't capture high end. It just captures those low frequencies. So you'll see them put it right up to the head. The head moves that speaker and just creates that thumping effect, that sub. So you mix that with like a close mic. It's a really good thing too. To sound good. My drummer has less of an idea what to do. Yeah, no, it's all right. Been there though, been there. But that's what I would do. Spend a good like 30 minutes, an hour, and just experiment. Start with not even a microphone. Just like tell your drummer to hit the kick drum or just play a beat. And if you stand in front of it and like, let's say a foot away from it, you're not feeling anything. It's just kind of like, it's just a sound. And no, you don't feel a pulse. Like if you're a foot in front of it, your hand you should feel a lot of things moving if they're hitting hard. I'm hitting very soft, so I don't want my head super loose because it's just going to sound like, it's just going to sound dumb. I want it to resonate, so mine's kind of tight. But if you're doing like punchy, like, you know, stuff where you want that, God, it's good. I don't know what kind of music it is, but if you want that kind of thing, like you should feel it. Like if you're in front of that kick drum, your whole body will feel it a little bit. That's what you want. And then putting a mic is in front of it is just so much easier to deal with if it's good. Good amount of anger, nice. The thing about metal is your drummer might have it tuned really tight to get that sound, that click, like the front head might be tight because if he's playing a lot of like double bass and fast, like that sound, you want that metal sound. He might have his front head a little tighter, which is okay. It's fine. But you got to realize when you do that, that's not moving a lot of air because that head isn't pushing. It's tighter, so it's moving less. So these two heads talk to each other, right? So if this head's looser, it's bending, it's pushing more air every time your drummer hits it. So then this will push more. And it's like, it's a balancing act. So don't mess with the way the drummer likes how it feels. But, at the same time, say like, hey, it sounds super dead. That's why a lot of drummers use triggers, because the kick drum tunings that they have, or the way they play, it just sounds like butt, like nothing happens. They're playing really fast, but they're just kind of going, they're not moving any air. They got to rely on triggers to get that sub sound, right? That punch. Playing a lot of double bass, yeah. So what I would do, just see first what he's doing, what's going on. But then if you want more punchy kick drum, I would move it away from the head a little bit, but point it at the head. So you still get that click, but move it more towards the resonant head. Or even in the hole, like right in the hole. That's a good one too. Because all that air is kind of forced through there, and it kind of does the thing. If the head's not moving a lot of air. Some weird tunnel thing. He's probably got like a porthole, a sound porthole. Yeah, just try putting it in the middle of that, because that's where all the air is focusing. And then put it in the middle there and point it right at the beater. That'll give you the attack and then the low end. And then scoop out all the mids. Just see what that does. And if it sounds really good, like really punchy, slowly bring those mids back to the point where you lose it, because you want some kind of mid-range in your kick drum. But that's what I would do. Just tell them to get good. Oh, dude, thank you. You have to do that. I appreciate that. That's super nice. Thank you. But yeah, that's where I would start. Just be like, get good, man. Right? If you need more help, let me know. But that's my guess. If you're playing metal really fast, he probably likes his head a little tighter, because that gives him more, right? He can play faster with a tighter head, which he's moving less air. So I would move the mic a little bit away, like in the porthole or just outside, so you're capturing any air that's leaving, and then point it at the beater to still get that attack. Glad the new mixer helped. It's surprising, like how much. It's not like, obviously if you get better mics, you'll notice, like, I guess like some fidelity things for sure, but I wouldn't invest in I wouldn't go crazy, just try to really get what you can out of what you have until you really know what you want, instead of going out and just buying a better mic, Wait till you know exactly like the forever mic you're going to need for a kick drum or a snare drum. Right? I've been on for 2 hours. I got to get going. I'm going to a concert tonight. So I'm going to get off, shower, take a nap, because I'm going to be up late. I got to drive late. So all the other instruments sound a lot better too. I recently upgraded from playing DI to miking the amp. Oh yeah, nice. Especially, yeah, if you have a good amp and then you're DIing, you're like, oh, this sucks. It matters, man. Like the speakers of an amp it's just like heads on a drum. Like the speaker sound is so much different than the DI sound. 100%. It adds so much character. It's really fascinating how all that works. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging. I'll be live tomorrow morning. Maybe, unless I'm like super dead. Like I said, it's going to be a long night. Kevin, have a good one. Be safe. Rest. Enjoy your day off. Yeah, today's a chill day. There's not a lot going on. We just got to drive. Driving sucks. But I'm looking forward to the concert. Everyone be good. Love you. I got to go over there, I think, to end YouTube. Bop, bop, bop.